something I think that's really important for us to all take care of, especially as we're in. And I wanted to share my most favorite face non-toxic sunscreen right now that I absolutely love, and I'll tell you why I love it. But before I start, my name is Dr. Becky. I'm a naturopathic doctor, a cancer thriver of over 20 years, and founder of the Femme Thrive Method cancer recovery program for women post-cancer treatments. So what is really surprising is that the rates of skin cancer are increasing so much. We are right now in America at 1 in 5 are expected to get sun cancer or skin cancer, sorry, at some point in their lifetime. And in Canada, that's about a 1 in 6 chance for people to get skin cancer at some point in their lifetime. It is massive in terms of the potential exposure for us for and potential a way to prevent this is so becomes so important when the rates are so much higher now. And as we know, things have been changing all over the world, and the way that our earth is and the protective sort of layer outside that protects us from all of these sort of UV rays that would cause us to have these skin cancers have dwindled over time. And this is why it's even more concerning now and even more critical and important that we ensure that we have the right type of sunscreen that we're using for ourselves as well. So, as you know, just being a naturopathic doctor and having children, I'm a little bit more sort of, I think, concerned about the types of products that we're using as well, and the types of products that my patients and clients use also. And so when we're looking at sunscreen products, if you haven't been looking at the Environmental Working Group, that is a really great website where they actually rate products for us, so we don't have to do the work or, search everywhere else. All you have to do is go into their skincare guide, basically, and you can look at different products that you already currently have on hand and see what the rating is. So the rating goes from basically 1 to 10, 1 being the safest and 10 being the most toxic in terms of the amount of chemicals and what it can do to the hormones. So there may be hormone disruptors, is what we call them, and they can disrupt our hormone balance in our body. There may be other chemicals that may increase our risk for many different types of things. So it's all in there. You can go ahead and check that out. And what I always tell my patients and clients to do is actually look at the products that you already currently have, look it up and see what the rating on it is, because sometimes it's surprising. Some of the ratings are actually pretty good for products that we think are really highly chemical. Their rating is actually not too bad, and you can continue using it for a while and then, change to something else if you want. But today I wanted to share with you one really nice non-toxic skin sunscreen or face sunscreen, sorry, that's just been really great. And I've been using it for the last month or so, I have to say, and really been loving it. And so this is the product here, Think Sport. Our family has loved Think Sport in general for a really long time now. The reason being that if you've ever used mineral sunscreens, because this is a mineral sunscreen, which is what makes it non-toxic too, um, it goes on white, almost completely white. And sometimes, the kids would go to school and they would say, "Mom, I look like I'm wearing like makeup, white makeup, the worst type of makeup that you could wear." And so we started to find different types of products. And ThinkSport has been one of the ones that it's super easy to sort of put on in any part of your body and dissolves really nicely. It's got a really nice feel to it, but also a pleasant smell. And that's not strong at all. I can't even smell this one, to be honest. And it's just, it's a family favorite right now. But what I was looking for this year, because of the fact that I do have these sunspots and I'm more cautious with my face as well, was a face product that could actually work a lot better for me, that also had a little bit maybe of less whiteness to it. Because even though we were using the other Think Sport product for my face, for example, and for the kids' faces, sometimes you see a little bit still of that lighter tinge. It's not completely white like some of the other products that we've used before, but there is that sort of whitish tinge that we still wanted to veer away from for our faces. So whereas it's okay for our bodies, myself and my daughters also wanted to change that. So I started looking for different types of face sunscreens, and this one is by far my favorite. I've tried a different one that was a stick, Um, not bad, but still that white tinge was there a little bit. With this one, you actually don't get that at all. And it is tinted. So there's a little bit of coloring if you can see here. And it's very slight. They say that it works on all complexions. I could only comment on the fact that it works for my complexion, but it's supposed to work on everyone's complexion. So basically all I do is apply it on, show it to you here. And it's super, like, if you can see it, that dissolved in really easily. It's super thin in terms of like the way that you're able to just apply it on. It's not like a thick product. I know some of the other sunscreens, you really have to like get it in there and the colors, may stay for a little bit of time. You actually can't really see it. But what I've loved about it, and this morning, and the reason why I wanted to post this in the first place is that usually these spots are made really darken during the summertime. Like you can tell the difference basically. And this year is the first year where it hasn't actually done that. And yes, I still go outside. I'm still playing with the girls and all of that type of stuff as well. I'm still wearing hats, which I was always wearing before. But I think it may be this product that's helping out too, because it's so easy to apply. I'm able to apply it multiple times during the day, which I was doing before too. But the thing is, with any product that we're using, we want to ensure that not only is it safe to use and non-toxic as much as possible, but number two, that it actually works, right? That it's actually doing the thing that we want it to do. And so this is definitely by far one of my favorite ones right now. I don't know if next year there will be a different product that I absolutely love, but for this summer, I think we're sticking to this one here because of the way that it goes on, because of the way that it feels on the skin. We haven't reacted. The kids use it too, and they love it as well. The one thing that I have to say though, and one caveat, is that I have a white hat that I sometimes wear, and I did find that it did sort of go on the rim where it hit my forehead, and I applied some sunscreen. You could see a little bit of that, but I've never actually seen it on my shirts. Sometimes you take off your shirts, and you can see sort of foundation if you ever use foundation on it. I've never seen that on any of the shirts or any of the clothing. And so it may have been that I just didn't let it dry enough, or that because there's also some sweat and all that kind of stuff, it sort of made it come off of the forehead and onto the hat. So that's my only caveat, and the only thing I would caution you around. What I've done now is basically, if I'm wearing that particular hat, I won't apply any on the part that's actually going to come in contact with that. And because there's good enough coverage, then I don't have to worry about that. So hopefully that is helpful to you. I hope that it also helps you to see some products that are really clean. Feel free to use that environmental working group. I recommend it to all my patients and clients as well. I think it's a really great resource that we have in terms of figuring out what types of products we can use, because as you know, our skin is our largest organ in our body, and anything we apply on it can impact our health in different ways because we absorb it right into our bodies as well. If you're looking for support post-cancer treatments as well and other tips, please feel free to follow, like, and share, and save this particular video, and I will talk to you soon.